DD2 and DD2 Masters for their pre-final. And here is how they will line up for their pre-final to determine. Imke Arts on pole position, alongside is Mika van der Pavert. Third place is Axel Goos. Fourth place is Mark Schuppmann. Fifth place is Wout Kerstens. And sixth place is Jesse Spahns. Seventh place is Luca Neverhoekhuizen. And eighth place Luca Weber. Ninth place Dimitri Ostrovsky, first place in the DD2s. Alongside is the 555 Christoph Adams in 10th place overall. 11th place is Gwen Blockschei. And Wim Roelau in 12th place, Timo Haug in 13th place, Derek van Kurt in 14th place, Ton van Wert in 15th place, and Nick Danchenko rounds off our 16 drivers here for the DD2s and DD2 Masters. So, one lap completed then. And 486, Mika van Pavert slows down slightly to allow those to catch up as well. As well as that, it's because Van der Pavert is not the pole sitter, so her slowing down to let Imke Arts back through, at least for now, before they'll have to line up side by side with each other heading into this. We have this and 3 more pre-finals after that. We still have KZ2 Masters and KZ2s. They run separate pre-finals before our final Max Senior pre-final between Series A and Series B drivers. So first up, we have the DD2 and the DD2 Masters running together. And they make their way now on towards the straight, towards the flying left-hander. They slow down now and will have to line up in 2x2 formation. Imke Arts taking that pole position alongside Mika van der Pavert, Axel Goos and Mark Schuppmann, ready to see what they can do from the off here. As our drivers now make their way around that final corner and take to the tram lines here. Eyes on the lights then, and we go racing, and that's a good start then from the 4-2-1. So Imke Arts gets that start perfectly done. And as we battle away in towards the first hairpin, there's all sorts of scrapping going on. One driver off, I think that's the 555 there of Christoph Adams, who's off onto the grass there. It does rejoin, but off into the background there. As we look to try and recover as much as possible. Of course, he'll have the eyes on Haug in the 535 up ahead to try and catch and pass. But moves down the inside, going in towards that left-hander. The tighter left-hander as we fly our way through. So it is the 456, I believe, that does lead the way. As we get back onto the power, it's the 466, my apologies. It's Wout Kerstens who leads the way then on the front of the order. Axel Goos in second place, meanwhile battling further down the field. Then that's the 4-2-1 of Imke Arts, our pole sitter, trying to find some moves in this race. Van der Pavert also involved in the action as well, but our front row have fallen back. Axel Goos, who started in third place in this race, now up into second. And the number 466 of Wout Kerstens started this race in fifth and now leads the way. It just shows you our front row doesn't necessarily mean you're going to keep those positions in these early stages. It's a tricky track right now. And then, of course, you add the fact that there's damp spots on the circuit as well, just to make it that ever more tricky. There's a battle for third place then, 4-2-1 of Imke Arts, our pole sitter for the pre-finals. Under pressure then from Schuppmann. And there goes Schuppmann down the inside, I believe. Yep, Mark Schuppmann getting that position against Imke Arts. So Schuppmann up now into third place and having to defend the position as well, as drivers make their way through and up and over to try and recover some positions there. Imke Arts down to fourth place now. You've also got the likes of Van der Pavert and Spahns behind as well. Let's see what they can do. Our leaders are trying to start to break away as much as possible. A look over the shoulder as well from Kerstens just to see what the gap is like. But heading through the fast right-hander, this is a chance for Imke Arts to go down the inside then. Imke takes that inside line and gets the move done for third place. And Shootman now down into fourth place, but Shootman, I thought, was going to look for a move up the inside, but no way through there. As we head our way through and towards these twisting section now. And I believe that's a 418 of Jesse Spans up in there as well, up and amongst the action. Yes, that's up into fifth place for Spans at the moment. As we head our way through in towards the hairpin, leaders cross the line now. And head down then from Schupman. What that position will mark Schupman, but defending the inside line is Imke. But look at up the inside, the up and under, trying to be done by Spans here. Get the outside line for the next left-hander. We can stick it in there, stick it round the outside. No, he might have actually lost a position in all of that, trying to get a position with Jesse Spans. No, he hasn't, so able to, oh no, down a position, yes, so down a position then from Spans. So from going for attacking and looking odds-on favourite to get the position, has now the table got flipped there and finds himself down a position. Battling move here, this is a battle for fourth place. And this is Schupman here, trying to see what he can do against Van der Pavert. And Nico van der Pavert knows there's a good chance here for a good position for the final. But got to try and get past Mark Schupman at the moment. We head our way through this twisting section. It's one of those sections where you have to set the move up very early on. You have to put the pieces in place to make a move very early on to give yourself an opportunity either towards the short run towards the quick left-hander or towards the final hairpin. In any case, Schupman's hold on for now. But what can Van der Pavert do? Down the inside will go Van der Pavert against Schupman then for fourth place. Nice move then, done and dusted for Van der Pavert. Van der Pavert now up into fourth place. He's got now Imke Arts up ahead in the 4-2-1 in that battle for third. Less than 5 minutes now on the clock at this stage. And Schupman here is under pressure now from Jesse Spans in the number 418. And Spans size up a move then against Schupman going in towards the hairpin. No, not quite close enough. And Schupman wasn't out of shape in any way, shape or form there going through those corners, but might be an opportunity here. No, thinks against it. Probably wise. Wasn't quite close enough there, was Jesse Spans, but looking to see, you plant the seeds there of trying to get the driver slightly offline. Will hurt their momentum going through the S's section, because that's really what you have to do. You have to sort of seemingly look for a move, try and put a driver offline to help you try and make the move and seal the move at a heavy braking zone. But through the hairpin we go. Less than 4 minutes on the clock for this pre-final. It's Kirstjens who leads the way ahead of goes, and then it's Imke Arts rounding off the top three. We're watching on Imke Arts defending this third place battle. You see there's just still a bit of water on the left-hand side curve on the exit of the first hairpin. A couple of drivers have hit that, and well, by the looks of it, doesn't look to affect the kart too much, but braver drivers than I to try that one. Two leaders just making their way through the picture before we have our battle for third place still very much ever present. As we look at the final hairpin, a look over the shoulder there for Imke Arts to assess how far back is Mika van der Pavert in this battle. The answer is not too far behind. And a sweeping S section. So easy to make a mistake through there, so easy to be slightly off the line, and in that case it will absolutely hurt your run. It's all about keeping it nice and calm, committed, keeping it tidy as well. Imke Arts will feel the pressure now. from Mika van der Pavert as we make our way through in towards the S's before the final hairpin. Back on the power we go. Imca Art still holding on to that third place with 2 minutes 19 on the clock. Heading away through the hairpin once again. Just have a look at our DD2 Masters as well. It's Rulau who leads that in the 5.54, currently running in 10th overall. And it's Ostrowski in second place, Haug in third place, Adams in fourth, and Van Wert in fifth place. That's in class in the DD2 Masters. And we saw the earlier off from Christoph Adams. He's got himself back up into 14th overall, fourth in class. There goes the 4.66 of Kirstjens in the lead of this one. Imca Arts now is going to be under significant pressure for Mika van der Pavert. Imca Arts goes defensive in towards the first hairpin, trying to get the power down, but look as well down the inside, tries the 4.59 of Schuppmann, who just set the fastest lap of the race. A 44.790 is our new fastest lap. Side by side we go, and that was a move then from van der Pavert to get the move done ahead of Imca Arts. So van der Pavert up now into third place. A brave move, but it worked, it paid off. And Imca Arts now is under pressure from Schuppmann up right behind, who set the fastest lap of the race. Through and towards the hairpin we go. Mark Schuppmann in the 4.59, putting the pressure on Imca Arts for fourth place. Pushing him along now. Perhaps there's a move down the inside. No, it's round the outside for Mark Schuppmann. Imca Arts defends the inside line. Schuppmann will try the over and under. Give him the outside line for the next corner. And it looks like Imca Arts still holds on to that position. Yes, Imca Arts does hold on to the position, but under significant pressure now from Mark Schuppmann. And all the time you have to defend, all the time you have to take a different line. You're losing time on the carts ahead. That's definitely the case, losing time against van der Pavert. There you can see the gap already, having to defend from Mark Schuppmann. Leader crosses the line now with around about 10 seconds to go. So essentially it's 3 laps left of this race now. Mark Schuppmann again looking. Where will Imca Arts go? Arts goes defensive. Mark Schuppmann follows through, but there you go. Imca Arts runs deep. Was there contact? Either way, Mark Schuppmann got the position, at least temporarily, before Jesse Spans got the position instead. Saw the two of them squabbling, saw the two get out of shape, and Jesse Spans moves now up into fourth place. Nice opportunity for Jesse Spans there to get up a position, but now he'll have Mark Schuppmann. So Schuppmann for that position has to do all that work all over again for fourth place. Schuppmann right on the back as we head in towards the hairpin now. Back on the power we go, with Jesse Spans holding on to that fourth place. 2 laps to go in this race then for the pre-final of the DD2 and the DD2 Masters. We're watching right now the battle for fourth place. Jesse Spans in fourth place, ahead of Mark Schuppmann, who's in fifth place in the 4.59. Making their way through in towards the left-hander. That's a change of position then. Mark Schuppmann does get the move through then, ahead of Jesse Spans. So Mark Schuppmann up to fourth place. And making way through the back end of the circuit then. Here we go, there's our 4.86 then. So that is Mika van der Pavert. There goes the 4.66 of Kirstjens, who starts the final lap of the race. And there's an old saying, if we don't see a lot of the race leader in Wout Kirstjens, it normally means you've done a good job, you've done a decent job. But it was really moves at the start for Wout Kirstjens that got him where he is. Up 4 places from fifth place to take the lead here. And as we round through the final couple of corners, it's just a case for Wout to keep everything all together, singing a song. And through we go in towards the hairpin for the final time in this pre-final. He'll get back onto the power then, and the winner of the pre-final, Wout Kirstjens, takes the checkered flag, takes the victory here in the pre-final for the DD2 and the DD2 Masters. Second across the line then was the number 4.55 of Axel Goes. In third place was van der Pavert across the line. Mika van der Pavert third place and with the fastest lap of the race as well. Mark Schuppmann in fourth with Jesse Spans in fifth. Imca Arts in sixth place as they finish there. But there is your race winner then of the pre-final for the DD2 and the DD2 Masters. We'll have a run through of the standings as well as picking out our DD2 Masters as well. Wout Kerstens takes the victory, then Axel goes in second place, Mika van der Pavert in third with Mark Schupman in fourth, Jesse Spans in fifth place with Imke Arts in sixth, Luca Nieuwenhuizen in seventh place with Nick Danchenko in eighth place, Gwen Blokjai in ninth place with Wim Rolau rounding off the top 10 overall and taking the victory in the DD2 Masters there. Then we have Ostrovsky in 11th place, second in the DD2 Masters, 12th place with the 433 of Weber, 13th place and third in class was Haug in the 535. 14th overall, fourth in class is the 555 of Adams. 15th overall for Van Kurt and Van Vert in the number 510, rounding off our 16 finishes for our pre-final for the DD2 and the DD2 Masters.